Good morning. So we'll begin today's practice in supported fish. You could use a bolster if you have it, or your two blocks, one at the shoulder blade and one at the back of your head. And then we'll also go into butterfly legs. So soles of the feet together to touch. And then take your arms into any placement that feels supportive, conducive to rest and relaxation. And if you feel like you need to wiggle around to get 10 or 15% more comfortable, please do. Allow your whole body to soften, to get heavy. And just slowly deepen our breath. Place one hand over your heart and one to your tummy. Tune into the connection of your two palms against the torso. Heart space and belly. Set an intention for your practice. Maybe it's something easy to remember. Been reminded lately by the universe to come back to my roots. So maybe it's just something simple like joy, loving kindness. What resonates with you this morning? Take an inhale through your nose. Open mouth, sigh. You can use your hands at outer thighs, bringing the knees together. We'll tent the knees together, taking the feet wide, and you might lift your pelvis up and then lower it back down. Maybe stretching arms overhead, just a big halo, so arms and shoulders can be soft. And then we'll extend the legs long. Allow the legs to soften. Just a passive opening for the psoas. Take one more big breath. And roll over onto your side and push your props out from underneath you. You can use your arm as a headrest in fetal position. And maybe you mentally repeat your intention to yourself one more time. Know that you're worthy of asking and the receiving. We'll come to hands and knees and move back into child's pose. Now, if child's pose doesn't work for your knees, doesn't feel good to have the knees on the floor, then feel free to come into down dog. And we'll take a shoulder rinse if you're in child's pose. Left arm threads under right. We won't be here for too awfully long. So if you are choosing down dog instead, feel free to pedal your heels, shifting the hips side to side. And shoulder rinse from child's pose. Let's switch sides. Right arm threads under left. We'll come to Ujjayi Pranayama. Take an inhale through your nose. Open mouth, sigh. Seal your lips. Start to draw your breath in and out your nose. Come center. Make your way to down dog. And pedal your heels. You might notice that you use a stronger Ujjayi breath when, class and the poses start to get, more demanding physically, more active. Lift your heels, bend your knees. Walk, step, or hop to the top of the mat. Separate your feet. We'll take ragdoll. And your favorite variation. And we'll spend several breaths here just to help stretch and open the backside. So maybe you're feeling some tractioning on the neck, the shoulder rinse. Either focusing the gaze one spot or possibly even closing the eyes, internal drishti. A few more breaths wherever you're at. Hands slowly come to the floor. Flutter your eyes open, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. 2 more just like that. Halfway lift. Hands can slide up the shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Float your arms, loop the shoulders, feeling back muscles engage, and then pull abdominals in. Come to standing, reach overhead. Hands to heart space. Feet come together to touch, standing side bend, arms overhead. I'm nearing you. Right thumb and index grabs left wrist. We lengthen and bump the hip out to the left as you stretch right. Nice and firm through legs, inner thighs hugging together. Come back center. Release your arms for a moment. Keep the feet together. Utkatasana, sit down. Arms could always be more forward or even hands at heart space. Get deeper. Strong core. Press up to standing. Tuck your tail, squeeze the glutes. Lift up, lengthen up as you press the floor away. A little back bend here. And come back, relax your arms, mountain pose. Circle sweep, arms overhead. Left grabs right wrist. Inhale, lift up. And we bump the hip right as we stretch left. Breathing through your nose. Now always bend the elbows to allow the shoulders to soften a little bit. Take one more breath here. Strong core, strong glutes. And we come center. Release your arms. Keep the feet together. Utkatasana, sit down. Hands to heart. Find a drishti and forward in front of you, one spot on the floor. Balance up onto the tip toes. Squeeze the knees together. We keep the chest high. And then we squat down, possibly a little bit lower. Possibly reaching skyward again. Take one more breath. Feet go flat. Press up to standing. When we get to the top, tuck your tail and we back bend. Back to mountain pose. Circle sweep, reach up. Exhale, swan dive. Halfway lift, inhale. Grab one of your blocks, place it in front of your left foot, bend your left knee, feet hip width, and we twist. Right arm goes skyward. Right foot presses down firm. We stay engaged through core. Take one more breath. And exhale, right hand comes down. Block moves over in front of the right foot. We bend our right knee as we straighten the left. Twist, left arm skyward. You're pushing the floor away, especially hand into block as we reach up through left. And then we push down through the left foot. Hug muscles to bones through left side. Exhale, release, left hand down. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, walk back to down dog. Bring your chest forward, high push up. Push forward, knees up or down. Chaturanga, cobra or up dog. Some of you might go back to chaturanga, plank, and down dog. Right leg lifts up, inhale. Right foot steps forward, crescent lunge. Arm sweeps skyward. We're gonna bend the left knee, tuck our tail. We're gonna hold the bend in the knees, pressing through feet, hugging into midline. Exhale, cactus your arms, down, hard up. Inhale, reach up, gaze forward. Straighten your left leg, push back through the heel, and twist open to your left. Pranayama. Come center, crescent. Exhale, open, warrior two. Heel to heel or heel to arch. Reverse. And side angle. You can go elbow to thigh bicep, hand on a block, or maybe arms just reach and extend opposite directions. Pranayama. Reverse, up and back. Straighten your right leg. Bring arms parallel. Triangle, sass, left hip back. We reach forward and tilt. We might grab one of our blocks, bringing it outside of right calf, right foot. Ujjayi. Bend back into your right knee. We can keep the hand on the block. Release your left hand behind your back, gazing down. A little neck stretch. Tilt your head out to the right. Pranayama. Reach up, look to the left side wall. Inhale up, warrior two. Hands to hips, we straighten. Pivot right toes in, wide straddle. Reach out and fold forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, walk your hands through the window of your legs. Core stays active. Walk the hands under shoulders, lengthen. Side lunge, right knee. Lengthen your spine. Quarter turn forward, bend the front knee. Step forward, halfway, and we fold. Feet together. Utkatasana, sit down, reach up. Exhale, fold. Halfway. Plant your hands, step back to down dog. Those that want to go through another vinyasa, high push-up, chaturanga, cobra up dog. Maybe double dipping back to chaturanga. And we make our way eventually to down dog. Other side, left leg lifts up. Left foot steps, crescent lunge. Come skyward with both hands. Bend your right knee. Hold, and we're going to dip. Tuck your tail. Feet press and hug in. Exhale, we cactus. Inhale, reach up. Look forward. Soften around the neck and shoulders. Straighten your right leg. Push back. Firm through right glute. We twist to our left. Ujjayi breath. Center, reach up. Exhale, open, warrior two. Reverse on an inhale. And side angle, exhale. Pranayama. Reverse up and back. Straighten your right leg, or excuse me, straighten your left. Exhale, arms parallel. Sass the right hip back, reach forward. We tilt into triangle. Grabbing a block. Ujjayi breath. Bend back into your left knee, side angle. You can keep your hand on a block, we'll half bind. Right arm behind the back, neck stretch, gaze down, and then tilt the head out toward the left. Feet stay rooted to the floor, hugging in, core stays up. Gaze to right side wall, reach up. Inhale up, warrior two. Straighten the left knee, pivot toes. Let's go to goddess before we go into our forward fold. Toes out, knees out, we squat. Reach up, stay or bring hands to heart and get a little deeper. Hands come to the hips, press up, pivot toes in, heels out, reach out through your arms and swan dive. So this set, maybe you grab for your feet, your toes, or the lower legs. Lengthen and gently pull. Kind of shift the weight forward. Keep breathing. Hands to the floor, halfway lift. Side lunge into the left knee. Lengthen your spine. Maybe we extend the arms or bring hands to heart. Pranayama. Quarter turn to the center, forward, and step forward. Separate your feet and come down nice and slow, Malasana, wide squat. Hands come to heart, possibly tucking chin to chest. Lift your head, press down, and we rise. Okay, so we'll do one more short sequence, right and left sides. Grab your blocks and bring them to the front, right and left of the mat. Kind of mix in a little bit of balancing, and then we'll stretch upper back. Okay, so we're going to balance on your right foot, hands to hips. Pick up your left knee. We're going to take our right hand outside of the left knee, lift, lengthen up, and we gently twist. Maybe left hand reaches back. Check in with your breath. Come back, center, hands at heart. Step your left foot back, pyramid pose. So we step back probably about 2.5 to 3 feet. 10 toes point forward, back foot's at about a 45, square hips. Inhale, and then slowly come forward. Hands can come to the blocks, maybe to the floor. And here's the option to bend the left knee, rounding down. And then maybe we take the hands and interlace them at the back of the left knee and begin to straighten left leg. So the back of the knee presses into the interlaced hands. There's kind of this push-pull grip. Hands come to the floor. And then we'll step up for standing splits. Shift the weight to the right foot, left leg into the air. Use the glute and lift. Hands could always be on blocks for 3, 2. Release your left foot to cross behind the right. And keep the knees slightly bent versus hyperextended. And let the head drop. Staying center or maybe walking upper body over to the right. You decide. Pranayama. Lengthen your spine, come back center. Halfway lift, unwind the feet. Bend your knees, circle sweep standing. Hands to heart. We'll switch sides. So starting off, feet hip width. Shift the weight to your left foot, hands at hips. Pick up your right knee. Flex your toes up. Take the left hand outside of right knee. Pull up through sternum, and we twist. Maybe right hand reaches back. Ujjayi breath. Bring hands center to heart space. Step a right foot back, pyramid. We square our hips forward, both feet flat. Inhale and slowly come forwards. We're going to shift the hips back as we round down over the left leg. And always keep hands on the blocks, doing more of a halfway lift. Maybe we round, maybe we bind and interlace behind the right knee. Core active. Breath through the nose. One more. Hands come to the floor. Bend your left knee. Push off the right foot. Step into standing splits. Right leg to the sky. Maybe you point the toes. Maybe you spread them. Use your right leg and glute and lift for 3, 2. We release. Right foot behind the left. Stay folding forward. Maybe you walk your upper body over to the left. Head heavy, face and jaw soft. Take 2 more breaths. Come center, lengthen your spine. Unwind. Grab your blocks, bring your feet together. And slowly, we're gonna bend the knees and come into toe squats, a little foot stretch. We might turn it into a balance pose with hands at heart space, but you can always keep your hands on your blocks. I'm going to go hands to blocks and then slowly lower your butt down to the floor. Let's do one boat pose. So heels can be on the floor, totally fine. Lean back, lift up through your sternum, possibly arms extending. You can always hold on, keep a hold of the backs of thighs though. Sternum up. Stay, or maybe you sink your boat. Come back up, 2 more. Exhale, low, back up. Everybody slowly lower all the way down to the floor. Slide your feet in flat. Adjust your hips, pelvis. Press down, bridge pose, hips lift up. And squeeze your glutes. And slowly lower hips down. You're going to go back up for another one. Slide your feet forward just a little bit. Push through arms, press down, bridge pose. Those of you that know your body and want to go into wheel pose, you know, that's not too intense. You can lower your hips back down, and you're more than welcome to come into supported bridge as well. So you could stay with bridge, come down, prep for supported bridge, or push up into wheel. Pranayama. For 3, press the floor away. 2. And if you're in unsupported bridge or wheel, slowly lower down. Supported bridge, you can stay. Maybe we windshield wiper the knees side to side. Supported bridge, come off your block. Right ankle, left knee, just a quick hip stretch here. And you might gently take your head side to side. So right ankle to left knee for figure 4. Some of you might move into Gomukhasana for a couple of breaths. And we'll switch sides. Left ankle to right knee for figure 4. Gentle pull. Stay or moving into Gomukhasana on your back. One more big breath. And we nice and slow release and prepare for final Shavasana. Feel free to use your props, or maybe you just take traditional Shavasana without the extra stuffs. Close your eyes. Walk your shoulder blades down your back. Allow your eyes to close. Your breath to soften into whatever natural is here at this point. I hope you enjoyed our little 30-minute short practice. It's always an honor, a privilege, and truly a pleasure. My light honors and bows to the same light that exists within each and every one of you. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.